Hello and welcome to $100,000 per month while working 4 hours per week or less as an online coach training. So in this video, I'll teach you exactly that, how to get to 100K per month and work 4 hours per week or less, or exit your business completely, meaning sell your business. So how do I know this? I went from $0 to $1.2 million in 12 months with health and fitness brand, and I'll teach you exactly how to do the same. So the agenda for this training is brand and long-term vision, who to serve, ideal client and target audience, how to price your product and service, optimizing your service delivery, client acquisition, client retention, hiring and managing a team, and finally, the exit itself. So let's start with brand and long-term vision. There are two ways how you can go about your brand. So you build your personal brand and sell your programming and sell your services that way, or you can build another business. So what's the difference and what you should consider before doing either? So if you build your personal brand and you only sell your services through your personal brand, what can happen that I've seen with some coaches that they, after 5 years or so, they say like, okay, I don't want to do online coaching anymore. I actually want to do something else. I want to help other coaches or anything else. That's just an example. And what happens then is that they shift their content and they start losing potential business. So if they had another business that they built on the side, like another brand, their coaching brand, what they could do then is over time, they could start removing themselves from that business in terms of like building the content. They could introduce other professionals to the content. And this way they would build an actual business around it, an actual brand that they can remove themselves from, and then they can have other people running the business, or they can sell the business altogether. So completely cash out. And if you're doing it with your personal brand, you won't be able to do that. You're not able to sell your own name because you have to be associated with this. So you have to think about these things. I do recommend building a business on the side, but it's really up to you what you want to do long term. So how this would look like, you're still growing your personal brand. It doesn't mean you have to stop doing what you're doing. What it means is that you're doing what you're doing, but directing more people to your other brand. And with other brand, you're acquiring more followers, more leads with paid ads, partnerships, and other sources, such as like, I don't know, maybe affiliate marketing or referrals. And basically share testimonials there, provide more value, introduce your team. So as I mentioned, in the future, you start introducing other people who you can say, hey, this is a nutrition specialist that I brought onto the team so we can deliver the best results for you. And you slowly start introducing more and more people and removing yourself from the content. So it's not only about you. And this way you will be able to build a business that you can, again, exit or completely remove yourself and allow others to run it. So there are three options of how you can grow your online coaching business. You can have app, you can have one-on-one coaching, and then you have group coaching. So let's go over all of them. First of all, let's start with option 3, which is App Store and like in applications. And I'm not talking about Trainerize. I'm talking about building a custom app and then selling your program for $49.99, like generic program. Don't do that. We've built this kind of business, and it was really like, it's good at first, but you reach a certain point of scale where you're stuck. And for these kind of businesses, churn rate is pretty high. So you're compensating with new clients to cover the churned people. Especially when you're at scale, you're losing a lot of people every single month. So you don't want to do that. Instead, what you can do is do one-on-one coaching. If you don't have many clients, you can have one-on-one coaching, and then you can turn that into group coaching. So group coaching is something you would have 2 weekly calls, like with all of your clients, and then basically people can ask you questions there, you provide feedback, and so on and so forth. So you still have your face in the business. They feel like they receive what they pay for, like your service specifically. And that doesn't cost you a lot of time, because if you have 10 clients, and do one-on-one, you would have to have 10 calls in a week. So that's 10 hours. Instead of that, you can have 2 calls, and then it will be 2 hours. Imagine if you have 40 clients. So you see where I'm going with this. Like one-on-one is not really scalable, and group coaching is something that you can scale. And you might think like people won't get enough value with group coaching, but that is very untrue. So first of all, why would you do one-on-one why don't you even start with group coaching? So if you don't have many clients, you don't necessarily want to have a very small community. And that's because it doesn't provide enough trust. So if you say like, oh, you're going to be able to join my community and get a lot of value there, and people join your community and there's like 5 people. So you see where I'm going with this. People are not going to trust you. And for me, for example, I started this business, like coaching business, helping coaches scale to 10K per month or more, is that I deliver amazing results and I work with people one-on-one. And I'm very honest about how I'm going to shift the business in the future. Like I tell them, okay, you're going to work with me one-on-one. You're going to get a lot more of my time than anyone who joins in the future who's going to pay more for my service, because I'm trying to get the proof of concept working and I know exactly the programming that I need to build. So this way, I am able to give amazing results and they are aware of what's going to happen in the future. So that's what the next point is: be transparent about service delivery and how it might change in the future. So again, I say, let's do one-on-one now, and then in the future, it's going to shift to group coaching. And once we reach a certain point. So be very, very transparent with that, because you don't want to create distrust. Okay, so will I have enough time to answer everyone's questions on a group call? Won't people feel left out? And the answer is no. I belong to quite a few group coaching programs, like mentorships and so on. And most of the times, all of those people have the same questions, just because we are all business people in the group coaching programs that I'm in. Like we're all very similar. So we all have very similar questions, and there's no point for the person running the mentorship programs to actually answer the same question multiple times in person to everyone, while that can be done to everyone. So the same goes with fitness. You don't have to have one-on-ones to answer all of the questions. Group coaching calls is like enough time. 2 hours per week is enough to answer everyone's questions. And how that works is that people in the community will support one another. So they will answer each other's questions, even in Slack or Discord or whatever you use for the community. They will answer each other's questions, and people you serve will be very similar and have very similar questions. So once you identify your ideal client, your target audience, which we're going to discuss in the next section, is that they're going to be so similar. They're going to have such a similar problems. They're going to have similar lifestyles even, and they will be able to help each other while you sleep. So this is kind of why it's important to have your ideal client persona and target a specific niche of people who are very similar. So to kind of recap, this section is you can still grow your personal brand, but I recommend building another brand on the side specifically for your coaching business, where you direct people from your personal brand to that. And from there, you can have one-on-one coaching and then turn them into group coaching. Or if you have enough clients, you can do group coaching right away. And from there, they're going to be very similar, because they're going to meet the ideal client persona requirements, and you're going to target that ideal client persona with ads, with partnerships, and other sources of leads. And then again, you're going to attract more of the same people, and this will make selling and managing your community much easier. So that's it for brand and long-term vision. And the next step is who to serve. So I'll see you in the next video.